So how do you think you might use the toolkit and training resources that we've provided? So one of the things that we've put on there as well is a section for induction and refreshers. So there is an induction sheet there, and there are PowerPoint slides for each of the main things, so you can just scroll through. So the bit about the risk assessments is there as a PowerPoint slide. There's information there about for food safety as well, which covers certain things, including allergens. So you can go through that with more information, but also if you wanted to ask other leaders and maybe older members who are taking on some of the activity support, because I know that does happen occasionally as well, so that they can look through that for more information as well. There's also a health and safety induction overview and instruction sheet. So if you are doing inductions or refresher training for other leaders within your group, then there's information about the basic things that you should include. So those are, you know, your role as a leader in planning and in safety, you know, going through and showing your branch's health and safety folder and going through the main information, you know, introducing individual support plans. So if you've got any members who have individual support needs, you know, refreshing that, but also making sure that people who need to know some of the information have all the information they need. Emergency procedures, what to do in a first aid incident, what to do if someone's late picking up their child from the session or late arriving, what are the procedures that you've got for your branch. There's also some activities which we're running out of time to do, but there's some cards and group activities that you can do that you can work through. So one is called What Would You Do? And there are really simple scenarios already put in there. So what would you do if one of your leaders or volunteers phones in sick, which means that there won't be enough adults at the session? Some of these are really simple. So a child arrives at your session and you don't have a completed membership form for them. So there are some generic ones, and they're things that have happened. They're things that have come through from the consultation, but you can add your own for your own branch as well to make them. You know, another suggested activity is around allergies. So, you know, you can introduce the concept of food allergies, introduce the 14 most common allergies, and this is in the PowerPoint, so you've got the allergy awareness. So there's 14 main allergies, but people can be allergic to any food. So I'm allergic to all citrus fruits and citric acid, which isn't a main allergy. It's becoming more common. So just having allergen information with the 14 main allergies isn't good enough for me. But as a group, can you recognize the symptoms of an allergic reaction? So anaphylaxis is a really severe allergic reaction. It's quite rare from allergy sufferers. So it could be tingling and or itching in or around the mouth, raised and itchy rash, or the skin becomes itchy, red, dry and cracked, swelling, difficulty swallowing, wheezing and shortness of breath, feeling dizzy or lightheaded, nauseous or vomiting, abdominal cramps or diarrhea, hay fever-like symptoms, and colic, especially in babies. But colic can happen to anybody at any age. So it's just a way to think of, get the whole group to think about what is an allergic reaction, because when we think of food allergies, we go straight, is that catastrophizing again, you go straight to an anaphylaxis. And then thinking about what we can do to support members and volunteers with allergies. So that's, you know, asking people what they can and cannot eat. If it's known, you know, have that individual support plan. Even if you don't have that, if a child tells you that they can't have something because it makes them sick, don't force them. And I say that from experience. Make sure you keep allergens separate from other foods, because even a trace amount can cause a reaction. So I've said I've got a citrus allergy. If you peel an orange, the zest has a 5-meter radius. So if someone peeled an orange in the same room that I was in, I would have an allergic reaction. Check the ingredients. There are some really great substitutes, and this goes for allergies and intolerances as well. You know, you can get free from biscuits and cakes. So if someone's allergic to gluten or intolerant to gluten, you can get free from. Avoid cross-contamination, you know, basic food hygiene there. And other considerations with food allergies is that they can be found in unexpected places. So vegetable oil often contains peanut oil. Food allergens can also be contained in other substances as well. So almonds can be in soap, citrus can be in soap, gluten can be in soap. If it's a known allergy, then you are likely to be given a list of E-numbers as well that relate to that allergen, because they might be given an E-number instead of being named. So, you know, if someone's allergic to soybeans, then soybean hemicellulose, sorry, is E426. So it's worth knowing that as well. But we can only plan for what we know about. And an allergy can change or become apparent and develop at any time. Food intolerances as well are not allergies. However, if they are disclosed to you and known about, you should plan for them as you would an allergy, because they can cause extreme discomfort for the sufferer as well. So that's just one of the activities, a couple of the activities that you might be interested in just trying out as a group.